We were at home. I was downstairs watching TV, and the wife was upstairs. The phone rang, and she answered it.
Donna's been in an accident.
Boom, the bomb just dropped.
911, what is your emergency?
There's been a bad wreck. A Dodge Ram 4500 just hit a Subaru Legacy on the driver's side. The woman's not responsive. The driver of the Subaru, she's hurt bad.
We got dressed hurriedly, and we went to the hospital.
They took us in a room and told us that
Your daughter has been in a very serious accident, and it's really, really bad. And we are life-flighting her to Morgantown.
they wheeled her out and put her on the helicopter, and we left.
We didn't know whether she was going to make it or not. And to be quite frank with you, I honestly thought my daughter was going to die. And there was nothing I could do. We got to Morgantown, went to the emergency room.
Told them who we were and why we were there.
And the next thing I know, they sent out a minister from the hospital who guided us back through the emergency room. When we got back there, she had tubes everywhere. She had blood everywhere.
You're crying, begging God to spare her.
We finally found out that she had had her back broken and her left femur was broken. She had severe head trauma. She had some bleeding on the brain.
It was terrible.
She was so funny and so friendly, and I've always loved her little sass. She loved volunteering. She loved going around. She loved people.
We had doctors tell us that she would never speak, walk, nothing.
She couldn't communicate with anyone, so we had no way of knowing what her mind was like.
I was literally laying on her, crying, begging her to just open her eyes. And then she opened her eyes. My mom and I definitely knew that she was in there.
Well, the next day after the accident, I went to find out where the car was. She got hit so hard it buckled the roof.
Hit her at 50 miles an hour, pushed her 25 plus feet.
If it hadn't been for the side airbag, it would have crushed her. I found out who hit her. The guy was working for an oil drilling outfit. I knew then that we needed a lawyer because there was no way that we could fight this company and their lawyers.
He said, "What are we going to do?" And I said, "Call Dino." I just knew that we needed the very best. And as far as I was concerned, he was the best.
Dino stepped in, and he's been with us ever since.
As soon as Don Collins, the father, called me, I went right to Ruby Memorial Hospital. When I walked into the ICU at Ruby, it was bad. It was really bad.
He went in to see Donna, and he came back and he said, "You worry about your daughter and taking care of your daughter, and I'll worry about the rest."
We had accident reconstructionists on their way to West Virginia from Charlotte, North Carolina. Because what we don't want to do is lose evidence. We don't want the skid marks to be washed away by rain. We don't want people's memories to fade.
He went to see about the car. He talked to witnesses. He made phone calls to the insurance companies. He did everything.
The key to this case was what the trucking company failed to do to protect the general public, and specifically Donna Collins, from their own driver.
I was so angry. I was angry that a big company would put somebody behind the wheel that wasn't qualified.
As we dug into this driver, we find out that on the day he was hired with this company, he had already had 2 DUI convictions and was a fugitive from justice. He was nowhere near qualified to drive that vehicle. And 30 days later, he blows into Donna Collins and almost kills her. We knew this trucking company was in trouble, and they knew they were in trouble, and we had them. And we were never letting go until they paid what they needed to pay to take care of this girl.
We went to mediation. They came out with a couple ridiculous offers. We just got up and walked out. Dino told him, talk to me when you get serious. You get serious about this, we'll come back and talk again.
Dino talked to us about a life care plan. He set up what it would cost to financially take care of Donna for the rest of her life, what a hospital bed would cost, physical therapy, about medicines, about when she gets older, what she's going to need. So he had this drawn up, and he fought diligently with the insurance companies because, believe me, they didn't want to pay for it.
At the end of the day, the trucking company knew that they had no choice but to pay the family the fair value of this case and the value that was going to take care of this young lady for the rest of their lives.
If it wasn't for Dino, we wouldn't be in the situation that we are right now.
We got what we wanted for her lifetime care plan.
She has enough money, she'll have someone to come in and care for her. She'll have enough money for a home that she can feel comfortable in, where she doesn't have to struggle around to get a bath or to struggle in and out of bed.
When I'm gone, I know there's finances that will take care of her. A trust fund has been set up. These people are going to see that she gets the very best when we're not around.
The thing that gives me satisfaction in this is that we did what we promised we would do. And I think they would tell you, and I think everyone who knows anything about this case would tell you, that we fulfilled that promise.
God saved our daughter, but he also gave us Dino to take care of our daughter.
Dino's everything to me. He's helped us a lot. Family-wise, he's been there through thick and thin. I couldn't ask for anything better.